Yo, yo, you already know who it is, bruh. Migos podcast. You already know. Price, Rob, Bisky, back out on assignment, you know. But your homies still gonna come together and do what we gotta do. Cause it's Bruh Migos podcast. Remember, like, subscribe, share, tell your people about us.
Right.
We have a hell of an episode for you guys because we missed last week. But
Yep.
we gonna jump into it because we have a lot of things that we need to cover. So, first thing, we don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the Winter Olympics. We have, you know. So I kind of got a bone to pick here. And I
Mm.
know Rob, Rob has to talk about this too, but I kind of got a bone to pick here. So there's a guy. He's a just want to make sure I get your sport correct. You know, he's a
Yep.
sprint biathlon race. You know, he comes up, he wins bronze medal for Norway. Okay, congratulations, Sam. You know, that's all good. But here's where I have my bone to pick. Teammate with
Mm-hmm.
him, you know, because his name is Strollerholm Legrid. Also, he won in the 20-meter individual race on Tuesday. Now, in that same race, his teammate wins gold. Gold better than bronze, you know. That's first versus third. Now, here's where I have my beef with this man. He decides to get on TV and reveal to the millions and millions of people
And millions.
watching the Olympics that he has been unfaithful to his girlfriend and hopes to win her back. And some of you may say, well, Nathaniel, that's such a sweet thing that he wants to. No, the hell it's not. I'm his
None.
teammate. He just stole my thunder. I just won gold. I just won gold. And he gets up here and he decides he wants to have his Drake moment. He decides he wants to cry out to her on national TV. People ain't even talking about my gold medal no more that I've been training for the past few years to win this. Because all they can talk about is him and her. And then she says she don't even know if she even want him back.
How could you?
You just stole my thunder on national TV in front of everybody.
Can I give him the quote? Can I give him the quote, bro?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The man said, "I had," and I quote from Mister Lindgren. I had the gold medal in life. The nigga got bronze. Had a gold medal in life, and I am sure there are many people who will see things differently, but I only have eyes for her, but other hers. So there you go. Sport has come second these last few days. Yes, I wish I could share this with her. My nigga, how could you? You basically made it. You made this motherfucker's story about you. You stole your homeboys, your teammates, and you might not be your homeboy because I don't know who you basically cheated with. You might have been cheating with his girl. Who knows? But like the thing about it is, your teammate basically won gold, and you are stealing his thunder in a sport where you have guns. Like like the balls you had to have. Granted, you used those balls apparently in where you had to make this confession,
Yes.
but the balls you had to have to basically be in a sport where you got a gun and you basically are apologizing on the medal stand because you fucked up. Not they fucked up. You fucked up. That could have been stated at home. Like popping out trying to be your own Ruben Stutter. You apologized for 2004 on your own goddamn time,
Yes.
not on mine. Not on mine. That is a no go. That is a no how, no way. Nuh-uh. You ain't doing that shit right here, dude.
You stole Johan's thunder. This man got a gold medal. People
A
not
gold
even
dog.
talking about his gold medal because of you. Because you
I just
decide.
learned this name right now.
Yeah, look, you want to steal Johan's thunder and you want to cry like Usher across songs and on stage and have your moments hollering about what you love and you want to play Chris Brown songs and all of this right now. And nobody's talking about my goal. They talk about
None.
people who win medals. They're not even talking about my medal. They talking about you in that bronze because you didn't been out there confessing your love that you cheated. I gotta look. Me and him gotta run the fade, Rob.
You got to.
If he whoop his behind right now, I don't even look. He could have whooped him in front of everybody on TV, and I'd have said, "Don't y'all arrest him? Don't y'all arrest him? Let him get that off his chest right now."
Nigga, a ass whooping would have been the most gracious thing I could have done. I got a fucking gun here, dude. I'm shooting your black. I'm shooting your. I can't shoot you, not your black ass, but I'm shooting your ass. Like, nah, ain't no way. I ain't gonna kill you. You gonna basically come away with some lead just because. No, there is no way you still in my moment, and basically I ain't basically putting at least one in.
At
Nah,
least
man,
one.
you put one in somebody else, and that was your fuck up. Now I'm about to basically get your own little comeuppance by putting one in you. There is no way you taking away my moment in this gun ski sport of ours.
Bruh. I couldn't believe it whenever I saw it. The fact that he decided that he was gonna say, "Hey man, I'm gonna I'm gonna sit up here, and while you having this, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna confess my life, right now. Because why not confess to everybody right now I that I cheated. I cheated. I'm taking away my teammates' thunder because I decided, you know what? I'm gonna tell everybody how much I cheated on live TV and steal his thunder. You shouldn't care about his gold medal. Care that I cheated.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, Sterler, Sterler Lagergren. I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying that I don't want you to mend your relationship with your woman, but if I'm Johan, I gotta whip your ass now because it's nothing else that I could do but whip your ass
Yeah,
to get past this because you stole my thunder.
your shit got to get beat in.
Yeah, it's nothing else. I gotta whip you, and then after I whip you, I'll shake your hand after that, and we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right after that. Cause
Y'all
guess
straight
what?
after that.
Cause guess what? I'm good after that. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be just fine. But with that being said, now that we've opened with our topic of the Winter Olympics, just
Mhm.
had to talk about somebody that touched me. Whenever I saw that touched me, and I was like, he stole this. But moving on, we have to talk about what happened recently in the NFL, which was the Super Bowl,
Right.
and we.
But
Oh, go
before
ahead.
that, can I ask y'all a question?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask a question to the homie Nate too. Did y'all see Janet Jackson's titty 20 years ago? Yes or no? All right, and this is why I gotta ask that because this was on my mind, and it was a memory that basically came up. That basically is like it's a unlocked memory. It was just something that happened. I was like, huh, did I see Janet Jackson's titty or not? Because I remember watching that game live. This was back in I want to say 2003,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And I remember basically looking at it, and I remember it happening. And I have you naked, but in this song, and it was like you couldn't see shit. Like I remember basically in that time in my wee tyke of a self,
Yep.
I couldn't see shit. It's like I saw something brown come down, but I ain't really see nothing else. So it's like I always wondered like how why people were so up in arms about that moment.
Yes.
And I couldn't really understand it because I'm like I couldn't see shit. Like I couldn't make out what it was. It could have been like a streamer. It could have been like an extra arm. I was like I don't know what it is, but people swore up and down it was a titty, and they were so offended, clutching their pearls. And we ain't got a salation. Well, we got some good halftime shows since, but it was just like halftime shows was fire before that, and they've been cool since, but they ain't been like that since.
Can't free the titties on national TV.
Can't free no tatas. No
Yeah,
tatas free.
you can't let that happen. Not on national TV, bro. Not on national TV. That's why I don't think that we'll ever see a Janet Jackson type thing happen like that again.
Nah, they gonna basically keep enough room for the Holy Spirit to be in between because they don't, the one time some white boy basically yanked out a black woman's titty out. Everybody said that everybody acted like it was the first time they saw one.
Yeah,
Like, come on, man.
which is some wild shit. Which is definitely some wild shit. But we also have to give you guys our final thoughts on the Super Bowl, and I'll say this. I told y'all, I told each and every one of y'all New England fans that they wasn't gonna win, that they hadn't played nobody. And everybody said they didn't play people. And they were like, we played people. We were 14-3, and Drake made his MVP. And I was like, he's not MVP. But cool. I think Matthew Stafford was MVP, and he did get it. Ha ha ha. And y'all lost.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that being said, am I happy that y'all lost? Yes, because I didn't want to hear about how Drake made the next Tom Brady and everything else. Just didn't want to hear that. And that was gonna be the start of that for sure. That would have happened. But congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks for winning their Super Bowl. They got the job done out there. Hellified defense. Sam Darnold, he's revived his career quite a lot. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like
Mm-hmm.
he had revived it whenever he played in Minnesota, and he showed you he
Mm-hmm.
still had something left in the tank. But this kind of solidifies it for him now. Sam has a championship. Kenneth Walker, all of those guys in Seattle. This is the part of the show where I throw a little bit of Dallas shade. DeMarcus
Have
Lawrence,
to.
first season
Mm-hmm.
in Seattle, wins championships. Been 10 seasons in Dallas, no championships. Not even sniffing a Super Bowl or conference finals or anything. One try, one win, like a sniper. Pew! Went out there and got it done in Seattle. Congratulations to him, because like he said, it wasn't gonna happen in Dallas. Dak Prescott, you might want to get traded. Uh,
Ooh. Ooh.
now, Rob, do you have any final thoughts of what happened for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, man, I'm absolutely like I've said before. I'll say it again. I'm absolutely proud of Sam Darnold and like everything he had to become. Like I didn't. It wasn't gonna happen in Minnesota. Please save y'all quotes. But the thing about it is, he made it happen in Seattle, and he basically. I love seeing basically people shed doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Like what he did was shed doubt about him. Now, granted, some people still may hold on to their beliefs about what Sam Darnold is or isn't.
Yeah,
Because granted, he did lead the league in turnovers this year. So for all intents and purposes, whatever he had is not completely, devoid of him. But he did make it happen. He actually did win the NFC championship game for them. There was a shootout that needed to happen, and he was the one that basically came out victorious in that shootout, along with basically helping beat the Rams the other like game that they need, the 2 out of 3 that they took from them this year. So nah, man, he is that dude, and I'm very 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 proud of him, and I'm proud of that team. Of course, it's funny seeing Demarcus Lawrence basically getting motherfucking championship literally the year after. When I did not think he could. Like when he made that quote of like we wasn't gonna win in Dallas. I want to say we even talked about it on the
yes.
show, and it was like, who do you think you are? He said who he is because he actually did play good in the Super
He's
Bowl. So
DeMarcus Lawrence,
I'm
God damn
proud.
it.
I'm proud of them, and I'm proud of Seattle. I'm really glad. Which we're gonna talk about Seattle a little bit more in this show because we have an AOS preview. But all in all, my final word on the Super Bowl, honestly, is once again I am proven right in that Eli Manning is not going into the Hall of Fame this year. I just really have to bring that up because the thing about it is that has been sitting on my heart for a very, very, very long time since basically the Hall of Fame inductees announcement came out. Eli Manning is not making it to the Hall of Fame again. Why? Because Eli Manning is not a Hall of Famer. Don't give a damn what you motherfuckers got to say about, oh, well, he beat Brady twice. You know who also beat Brady? Mike Vrabel as a coach. Like you want to basically bring Nick Foles in there. You want to basically bring all these other guys, Joe Flacco, who basically knocked them out of the playoffs. Oh, how about like all these different coaches like Gary Kubiak? You want to put them in the Hall of Fame too? Because essentially they knocked Brady out so he couldn't get a ring. Because you got to think about it. Brady took 10 years without winning a ring. You do
Yeah,
don't you think some people beat him along the way
yes,
to
they
basically
did.
keep him out of there? Should they all get into the Hall of Fame? Is that how this goes? That's all I'm saying is don't be ridiculous and basically put people in. Don't deserve to be in just because a little bitty thing happened. Eli Manning didn't win a playoff game outside of those 2 championship runs. That means he's not in the Hall of Fame. He's not a Hall of Famer. He played 16 years. He got benched and then got a coach fired because the coach benched him. He is whack. He is not in the. He is an average quarterback that has done average things or a little bit above average things. That is not a Hall of Famer. Eli Manning's not in the Hall of Fame because he's not a Hall of Famer. Put in Cam, put in other people, put in Russell Wilson. A lot of other people need to go into the Hall of Fame before Eli Manning. Period.
And I know how you feel about this, but we must move on, Rob, because we have to cover some MLB and we have to cover NBA All Star.
I am excited about this. I've been chomping at the bit to do this, dog.
We have been waiting for the season that is coming upon us. It's called 162 games of MLB madness. We get to see who team is going to be built, right? And if the Dodgers are just going to run over a bunch of us because their checkbook is so big.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, but I'm here for the journey, though. I'm here for the journey. That's what counts,
Oh,
Rob.
my
I'm here for
goodness,
the journey.
I am. We are about a month away from opening day, dog.
Yes,
like,
we are. We're a month away from opening day. But that's why I say we must get into this. Hey. So, with that being said, are the exciting whites of the Rangers set for success? And some of you may say, "What do you mean, the exciting whites of the Rangers?" Okay, the Texas Rangers are damn near like all white.
It's
Like
crazy.
all
Like
white now.
their starting like lineup is like damn near all white. Like and it's not that there's nothing against white people. We are an inclusive Bramigos podcast. This month, not as much, but like we are an inclusive Bramigos podcast. But when I look at the Texas Rangers and I open up that MLB page, that is a crystal clear lineup. That let me just say that. Like when you talking about Danny Jensen, you talk about Josh Smith, Jake Berger from
Seager, Peterson.
From
the Lou. My bad.
Thank you. We bring out our Jake Burgers and we shout out our St. Louis people when we can. We do not overlook that. It's okay. But Jake Berger is from the Lou. Josh Young, Brandon Nemo, who they just brought in from the Mets. Like this is a white ass lineup, and it's fine. It's fine because these are some talented folks. And Wyatt Langford, Jock Peterson. These are some talented.
Yeah, Josh Smith from Baton Rouge.
There we go. See,
look,
got the LSU on everything. Like that's what I'm saying. We shout out you know. But this is a white ass lineup. All together. So Baseball Prospectus is predicting them to basically go about 84-78 this year, or they got 83.8 to and 78.2 as far as wins and losses. So I mean, they seeing them as far as something that basically can be good in the AL West. I think that they can basically do that, especially if they just brought in Mackenzie Gore, Nathan Eovaldi is still doing it. Yeah. Like, can they get the best out of Jordan Montgomery, which he has been, that's been a funny story. I would say that. Like Jordan Montgomery, he left the Cardinals and went to the Diamondbacks and then basically damn near fist fought them. Like because of like they were clowning his ass and how much he wasn't doing shit for them. And then now he's here with the Rangers with Jacob deGrom, who is always liable to basically win a Cy Young if he could stay healthy for all 162.
At the age of 37, and that's the other thing. He's been here a while, and I don't think people realize how long he's been here, and he's still pitching at a pretty damn high level. To say you 37 and you like, I'm still doing this, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was that old too.
Yes, it's the fact that I remember how old he is because I look at it and I said, DeGrom has been in the league a hell of a long time.
Yeah,
like he has, and people don't realize that was, I want to say, last year. He had an okay year last year.
Yeah. Yeah,
last year.
Yeah, they actually their staff. I want to say they led the league in ERA last year or something like that.
He had they had 85 strikeouts last year, which is pretty good on 30 games started. Yeah, the 185. That ain't bad.
Yeah, like this team can basically win the A, like they have the potential to win the AL West and be a contender for the American League altogether. It's just, yeah, like
If
they just
if Rob,
it
see
it,
you
it is a, it is
you
a fair
you're
amount of ifs.
you're forgetting our favorite thing that we said about the Rangers last year. This is a boat race team.
Well, not anymore. Not anymore because we were. Look, but before last year, that felt true. This year,
Uh-huh.
I think that this is a team. They added Robert Garcia in the offseason,
Okay.
who basically looks like he's going to be a closer. They added Alexis Diaz, who's probably going to be the setup a and or possibly closer.
Yeah.
Like this is a team that basically has pitching. Like they have a like Kumar Rocker. Can he live up to his? So this is where the ifs come in. Can Kumar Rocker and Jake Leiter, basically the two Vanderbilt guys that they brought in or they drafted? Well, really, they drafted Jake Leiter. They brought in Kumar Rocker, who also had a funny story. But
And that's
essentially,
Jack.
can
That's Jack.
Jack?
Yeah,
Who
that's
did I
Jack.
say?
You
Did I say
said
Jake?
Jake. Jake.
Okay, Jack Leiter. Sorry, Jack Leiter and Kumar Rocker. Can they basically live up to the potential that you saw when they were still in college? Can they basically actually just be serviceable pitchers? Can Jacob DeGrom basically stay healthy? Can Nathan Evaldi, who I guess is younger than Jacob DeGrom, which I didn't realize, can he basically still keep that magic? Can Mackenzie Gore basically keep all these things? It's a lot of ifs when it comes to this. And then and that's before you hit, can Wyatt Langford basically get to his potential? Can Josh Smith be the ultra utility guy? Can Danny Jensen be the good replacement for Jonah Heim? Like, it's a lot of ifs. But the thing about it is, I think that they can do it. I think it's, but what we're going to talk about is how competitive this AL West is going to be. I think it's going to be very fun to see.
My
And I think, yeah, but go
my
ahead.
thing is, they have to prove to me, pitching, that this ain't gonna be a boat race team again this year. If
Mhm.
they can prove that to me, Rob, then I'll be like, okay, man, I'll sit, because you saying 88 wins. That's only 7 more than what they had last year. They
84.
were 84, 3 more. They're
Yeah.
predicting 84, 3 more. That's still middle of the pack. That still gets eliminated
Yeah.
in the West. Like, I think if they want to be competitive, they have to hit 90 wins. They're gonna have to hit 90
Yeah.
wins. They're
Yeah.
gonna have to beat out Seattle.
Yep.
Uh, we're gonna talk about those other teams too, but one of my favorite young teams to watch is gonna be the Athletics. We don't know what step
Hmm.
those guys are gonna make because it's a
Hmm.
lot of talent over there with like everything that they have over there, including like your leadoff man and Lawrence Butler. You
Hmm.
have the Athletics have like so much talent over there, just oozing, waiting to just like go crazy. Brent Harris, they young
Yeah.
Nick Kurtz,
We,
young
we,
naysayer, as you
yeah,
like to
no,
call
yes,
him.
sir. Yeah. But
Yeah,
we gonna get to them. We gonna get to them.
yeah, it's a lot, but we will get to them shortly. Now, moving on from the Rangers, let's talk the Astros. All right. I see that you either want to call them, well, are they going to be NASA or SpaceX? Okay,
Hmm.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think we're dealing with a SpaceX type program over there right now.
You think so?
Look,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. I look at the Astros and I say, how much further removed are we from whenever they won their championship?
Yes.
Okay, we keep we remember the great yesteryear of we had a Paul Wall song. They all had grills. It was banging. H Town was up. Okay.
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden, hey, they were cheaters.
Yeah.
Okay. And we kind of, I'm not gonna say for sure that we've looked the other way, for sure. But in my head at least, I've kind of looked the other way at this point. Okay. So they came out second in the AL West last year. It's,
Mhm.
are we going to win the AL West this year? Do you think that they're going to win the AL West? Like, I just want you to tell me that. Are they going to win the AL West?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then that's why I
Absolutely
say
not.
we operating in a SpaceX program over there. It's just ain't NASA, baby.
And the funny thing is, Baseball Prospectus got them as 85 wins this year. So it's like I'm like, no, hell no, because the thing is, they just lost Framber Valdez.
Yep.
You don't know what Yordan Alvarez you're gonna get. Like the thing about Yordan Alvarez is that motherfucker can hit 40 home runs and hit the 100 RBIs any year he fucking wants
What
to.
you just said.
Or
He can.
can. It's a
He
lot of
can.
can, but is will that motherfucker's body hold up? And also will this lineup hold up? Because the thing about it is they bringing up Bryce Matthews, who was like one of their high prospects at one point. Isaac Paredes, who they got for the that was the Kyle Tucker trade.
Yep.
And Cam Smith, who they also got for that count within the Kyle Tucker trade. Like they have the pieces that they're really trying to do, which they didn't even have in Cam Smith, which he was supposed to be the third baseman. They got him in right field. I don't know if he's gonna move to third. I don't know how they're gonna do that. But you got Carlos Correa, Jeremy Pena. Basically, I think Correa is probably gonna be the DH or whatever, but I don't know how that's gonna go. And you got Christian Walker. Like this is a lineup with Jose Altuve still like there. You don't know how long that's lasting. Like it's a lot. It's so just like we were talking about with the Rangers. There's a lot of ifs, but there's way more. I'm way more pessimistic on the ifs for the Astros than I am with the Rangers, because the thing about it is, yes, they went and got Tatsuya Imai, who was one of the top in the international. He was one of the top international
Yes, this is true.
prospects that was out there.
This is true.
Hunter Brown was basically like a Cy Young-ish year, but then you got Josh Hader basically going to be the closer, and then you got stuff. Like, what do you basically say that's going to really compete with in a division that we're saying is going to be, or at least I think I'm going to at least say is going to
90
be on
wins.
fucking fire this year
Yeah,
because
I
of
think
how
90
many
wins is the
teams going
number
to
again.
like this. Like this is one of the this ain't your daddy's AL West anymore. This is a AL West that basically you got to come fucking compete, because you just had one of the teams that was in the ALCS last year, who we're going to talk about very soon. And basically, you got all these teams that are in it that have either people that basically are now growing into their next year that have a lot of good potential, or that basically went out in the offseason and added to their team, and now they're going to be better. You did not do that, Astros. You did not basically get a lot. Like I said, you got a couple pieces, but you didn't get a ton where you can basically be like, oh shit, that's gonna put us over the top. We took out Kyle Tucker, who's now making a hell of money over in LA. This is what we brought in. Here's who we have coming up. Here's who we have to be excited about. You don't really have that with this team. And I think you need that in this division. And I don't think it's there. Kel, I think you're gonna need that in Hall of the American League, because as we go through this, the American League, I think everybody can win at least about 70, 80 games. Like, is that good of a fucking league over there? But yeah, I'm not optimistic on this team. And they could surprise me, but I don't see 85 wins. They say 77 losses. I see them closer to 77 wins than 85 wins.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna see how that goes. Now, with that being said, let's jump over to Seattle. Can they be
Yeah,
the champs coming out of the AL back to back years?
yeah, yeah. So when we say back to back champs, we're talking about Seattle, who just won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Can this Seattle team, this Mariners team, win a World Series? Because they were close. Think about it. Like, they were right there on the cusp. They took the Blue Jays to the motherfucking brink, and ended up losing. But this was a nice ass team. Granted, they lost some pieces. Jorge Polanco.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank on who else, but I think Eugenio Suarez, I think, left them too. Um, no, he was already gone. But no, he was there. Was
Yeah, I want
Eugenio
to see he
Suarez?
was there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but but they did add a ton. So of course they added Brendan Donovan from my beloved Cardinals.
Yes, they do.
They added they kept what's the boy name? Josh Naylor. Like, they ended up signing him and all. which I'm not seeing his name, but oh no, I see him. Yeah,
I
Jay
just have
Scott.
to say everybody's poached, y'all. This off season.
We're gonna talk about that later. When I basically go real fanboy about the Cardinals, we'll talk about that. But bringing up Cole Emerson, who's one of their top prospects.
Mm,
They re-signed Josh Naylor, Cal Raleigh, who should have been the fucking MVP, is coming back. For revenge this year. He should have been the MVP and the MLB the Show cover artist. Like I'm like, why don't you have? Side note, sidetrack.
mm-hmm.
How don't you have Big Dumper as the MLB
He should have.
26
Yeah,
cover athlete?
yeah. He should have
They
at least been a cover athlete. Yeah.
because for one, they bullshitted and said that they wasn't gonna do a cover athlete, and then literally the next day had Aaron Judge debut as the cover athlete, which he was already the cover athlete before. Like, why don't you have Kyle Raleigh as the fucking cover athlete?
Yeah,
He's
Cal
the
Raleigh
big
should be
jumper. He has a good personality. Aaron Judge, not so much. He's cool, but the thing about it is, no, Kyle Raleigh should have been the MVP and the MLB the show 26 cover athlete. It's a travesty and justice for Big Dumper. But be that as it may.
Hold on, one more side note.
No,
I
go
feel
ahead.
like Aaron Judge is like the Kawhi Leonard of the MLB.
You know what? That's actually a pretty good
Whenever
call.
it's just who I feel like I'm talking to. I'll be like, you're Kawhi, just baseball for him.
He's like excellence and just like, but the thing with Aaron Judge is like,
Don't have that
because
funny
I don't
laugh.
know, I don't remember his. Oh no, he doesn't have the funny laugh. But no, like I remember seeing it was the podcast interview with Jazz Chisholm when he was with Jadakiss and Fat Joe, and like he was talking about Aaron Judge. He's like, man, he's just one of us. He likes listening to rap music. He likes chill out. He crack jokes and everything. We just don't see that side of him. We never see the side of Aaron Judge that I guess the clubhouse sees on. And he might be cool, but it's just like I don't never see that, dog. And so I don't really know what to say about it. But off the side note, Baseball Prospectus got them winning 94 games. Could happen. It could happen.
It could.
Because we talking about they still got Logan Gilbert, still got Brian Wu, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Luis Castillo. That's a great rotation. Just to go ahead. You still got Andres Munoz, who's still a great closer. They still got enough in their bullpen that I'm like, okay, yeah, great. Gabe Spire, Carlos Vargas, who didn't really do great there in the playoffs. Like, Matt Brash. Like, they still got stuff that basically I'm like, okay, this is a team that has enough infrastructure that basically they can win 90 games. Like you were talking about, like you're gonna need 90 games to win this division. Yeah, they have all the tools to win 90 games. It's just whether they want to or not. Whether that all happens. Cole Young is who I was thinking about, not Cole Emerson.
Yeah.
As far as like the
and I just want to throw this out there, Seattle. Your chant needs to be Brian Wu. That's who it needs to be at times. I'm just saying.
Give him the woo.
Give him the woo. I just have to throw that one out there because whenever I think about Brian Wu pitching, I'm like, it needs to be Brian who? Brian Wu.
Brian Wu. Brian Wu.
Or he needs to have a woo. The Ric Flair whenever he come out there.
It was Cole Emerson. Like I mix y'all up. I mix y'all exciting whites up. But yeah, like it should be something like that. Like you gotta shout this dude out. He's been doing good for y'all. Like give him something. Give him something. So, but no, like I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this Mariners team could do. Honestly, like I think they have like a lot of tools. Still got Randy Arozarena too, which also, just another side note, World Baseball Classic is coming up. It's gonna be a lot of great teams in it, especially. Well, to be honest, I don't know what we're gonna exactly see. They did announce the rosters and everything like that, but in case you guys didn't realize, some of the players aren't going to be playing because of the insurance restriction or the either lack of insurance or the insurance restrictions on some of the players. Like some of the players, like Carlos Correa, for example, had to basically get insured by Bad Bunny because they weren't not going, or either the club, either Astros or whoever wasn't going to pay for his insurance for the World Baseball Classic. So Bad Bunny is literally playing for him so he could play for Puerto Rico. Like guys like I think Altuve said he wasn't gonna play because of the insurance issues.
Yeah.
Francisco Lindor said he wasn't gonna play, which he's also hurt right now. So because of the insurance issues. So just that's something to put a pin in as far as because World Baseball Classic is the best shit in baseball, period.
Yes.
Bar none, period. Granted, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with the Olympics this year. Or not this year, in 2028.
2028. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, no, the World Baseball Classic like has been bar none the best shit in baseball the last forever, you know. So that's something bug to keep in your ear. Just a little bit.
Love it. Now, we have to move on from Seattle. But now we have to talk about the Angels. And I'm going to be honest with you. Look, Angels. I'm not going to say I hate y'all. But you one of them teams. I'm like,
So here's where I'm going to disagree. And the reason why I say that is because I think this might be the time that you might need to prepare to start having an interest in the Angels. And here's why.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
So Logan O'Hoppe, which was one of the top 100 prospects in baseball.
This is true.
Noah Chanel, who was a top prospect as well. Zach Neto, Jorge Soler, who wasn't a top prospect, but great player. Christian Moore, Vaughn Grissom, who used to be on your Red Sox, sir.
Yes.
Is now an Angel. These are guys that I think that are going to be out there to prove some points. I think they're going to be out there to compete and basically prove points that the Angels are ready to fucking be here. We're fucking here, fucking ready to tell y'all how much you're ready to go. Like, because look, they added Kirby Yates in the offseason. You got Ben Joyce from LSU on this team as well, who throws like 104 if that arm can stay up. If. Granted, like, you know, fireballers have those ifs. But they're trying to, but I think they're also looking to basically see if they can get past Magic into the rotation as well. They went and got Alek Manoah, who basically ever since the pitch clock came around, he went from pumpkin to sour pumpkin, I guess.
Pretty much. Say.
I mean, he's dropped off considerably, which is, I don't know if it's because of the pitch clock, but that's just what it is. Grayson Rodriguez as well, who was one of the former top prospects of the Orioles, just never really worked out for whatever reason. And so now he's basically there to prove a point, which that's one of the people that I'm really looking to see, like, how well he's going to do, because I think he's had great stuff. He's got a great changeup, stuff like that. But it's like, I want to see how well he does. Reed Detmers, who pitched a no-hitter. I want to say, yeah, just a no-hitter in the past. Like, this is a lineup that basically, or this is a team that I think is going to do a little bit more than they've done in the past. Granted, baseball perspectives got them losing 95 games. That is not great.
5 more than what they lost last year.
Not great. But I think that with this team, I think they're going to come in motivated. I think they're going to want to show out. So, like I said, this is not a thing about, hey, you got to pay attention to the Angels, but I think it's a time to start preparing, to start liking the Angels, or to start having interest in watching the Angels. Granted, we got to talk about it. We don't know how long we're going to see Mike Trout. We're in the twilight of Mike Trout's career.
Yes, we are.
All right. His like I said before, his back is held up by bubblegum and grandma's prayers. All right. We don't know how long that's gonna really go. All right. So if you want to see the twilight of Mike Trout's career, I suggest you go ahead and log into those Anaheim games and see that boy play. But we're at the twilight of that man's career. So, you know.
Look, Rob, I hear you. I hear you about Logan O'Hoppe. I hear you about Jordan. Look, all great. These guys are going to be good. They're young, 26. I think that they could be really good. Jordan had like 37 home runs last year. All fine and dandy. But, Angels, look at me.
Okay.
Don't want to see y'all. Y'all got a lot of cool people. y'all do have a lot of cool people, a lot of good pieces. I don't believe in y'all. Okay, this isn't Angels in the outfield. Okay, okay. The little boy said it could happen. I don't think it could happen, but it could happen that y'all could lose 5 more games than y'all lost. Like it's predicted that y'all might lose 95. That could happen,
So
or y'all could prove me wrong. You could prove me wrong. Okay, the Angels. I'm just saying, Rob. How I like to gallivant and watch a lot of teams come MLB time. The Angels are not on my watch list right now. Okay, but I know who
you know what?
is on my watch list.
Who
Okay,
talk about him?
look, not everybody's gonna believe in this, but it's the team that you're gonna gush about. The
You goddamn
A's.
right.
Okay,
You
the
goddamn
A's.
right.
I will be paying attention to the A's, and some of you may say Oakland Athletics, but you
No,
look. I
that's a funny story too.
look. I want to see the Athletics. Okay, it's that simple. The Athletics to me have some of the most exciting young talent that I feel like I can watch all season. Whether it's Shay Langoliers is still there, and the young naysayer Nick Kurtz and
Young
Lawrence
naysayer.
and Lawrence Butler and Brent Rooker and Tyler Soderstrom, I can go on and on and on and on
He can. He can.
about watching this team. I'm excited to watch this. This is a team that has been on the radar. We said it last year. We said, look, they may be bad. It was last year when we said they could be bad, which they were bad, but they have a lot of talent that's there that is developing. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that if they stay together,
Mm-hmm.
that between this year and next year may be the turning point. Okay, people forget the halfway mark in baseball is 81 games. Everybody forgets this. It's 81 games. They were at 76. They're only 5 off. If you make it to 81, which is five more than then you need to win 5 more than what you won last year. That's a 500 season. If you get anything 81, more than 81, we're turning the corner now.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to turn the corner, and I think this year they can possibly turn the corner. Yes, they're going to have to fight. Then the AL West, they have to fight. Seattle's there. Texas is there. They're kind of no longer a boat race team. Houston, like I said, I still kind of feel like they're more SpaceX than NASA, but
Mm-hmm.
they're still there. Okay, the Angels, not really a team that I'm interested in. Even
Almost.
they have good pieces. I'm not gonna lie to you, Rob. They have good pieces. Do I want to watch them? Not really.
It's fair.
But I do think the Athletics are a team that you gotta watch. I think
Mm-hmm.
that because there's so many good young pieces that are there, you can't tell me that it's not exciting to watch a guy lead off like Lawrence Butler. And you know he has people like Rooker. He has
Mm-hmm.
people like Nick Kurtz that are in the lineup behind
Young
him. He
naysayer.
has Tyler Soderstrom that's in the lineup there. Shay Langoliers maybe catching. They have enough there that I say, okay, I gotta see this. Because there's a guy with power and speed that's up front. That's ridiculous. And he has other guys behind him at points in that lineup where it's like, if pitching is strong and they can turn over runs, they can be above 500. Now the pitching is a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. But hey, I know, I know, I know. But this promise in Jacob Lopez, this promise,
Is there?
I
Is
can only
there?
hope. I can only hope. I can only hope, bro.
So
I can only hope.
so what I would say is that for one, they have two top prospects in their the two of the top 100 prospects, two of the three top 100 prospects that the Athletics have are pitchers. Is Jamie Arnold and Gage Jump.
Yes.
Gage Jump, it looks like he's projected to come up this year. Jamie Arnold's next year. So there might be hope coming when it comes to pitching. Also,
Yes.
Leo DeVries, who they got from San Diego in the Mason Miller trade, is supposed to basically be coming up here this year. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so there's more pop to this lineup that's coming. In a lineup that, yes, you absolutely laid out how many guys that they have. When you talk about speed, guys
Yep.
that hit for average, guys that can run, that with power, they literally have everything. Like when you talk about young naysayer Nick Kurtz has the power and the batting average. When you talk about Jacob Wilson, who could basically who could contend for the batting title this year, like he's right there. They just added Jeff McNeil, who I basically was saying that was their Alex Caruso thing with Alex Caruso trade, which it was just like, or signing, which was like, hey, here's this guy that basically you could bring in that has veterans presence that basically you could help with this young team that never really did shit. You got Shea Langoliers, who basically they got in the Matt Olson trade, who basically has been showing up behind the backstop for this team. You got Tyler Soderstrom, who they just paid a good amount of money. Lawrence Butler, who they just paid a good amount of money. You got, and these guys are talented. Then go type in Denzel Clark with an E at the end. Type up his highlights in YouTube, and then go gush over him just like we are. Like this is a team. This is a team that basically is very fucking talented and is
Yes.
on the cusp of actually being a contender, not just treading water contender, not a playoff contender, but if they can get some starting pitching, they can get some bullpen help. Like I know that's saying a lot. It's like, hey, can you get the right side of the car? It's like, yes, they need that too. But if they can get that, this is a World Series contending team
81.
very, very soon.
81 is the number, Rob. If we can turn the corner of 81, five more. Five. One, two, three, four, fifth. Five more. That's all we need. Five more. And then I'm gonna say this. If they turn the corner and they win 82, 83, they've turned the corner. And then you have to look out. Because to me, at that point, we gotta get this bullpen together.
Yep.
We get
Oh, oh.
we get that together.
And then some.
It's gonna be an issue
Nigga.
with the
They
A's.
nigga. They are so damn ready to go.
I'm
It's
telling
going
you, and
like we
it's dangerous over there. It's dangerous. Look, whenever LeBron and them was hollering by scary hour, that's scary hour.
ooh
They
nah.
they they get pitching over there. It could
It's
be a
it's over.
real
It's
issue over there.
it's over, brother. Like it is over. I'm telling you, this team is one of the most dangerous sleeping giants out there.
And they're
Like I
young.
think,
And they're
and they're
young.
young. They're young. They are ready. We ain't talking about Zach Geloff. Like these team and the other Max Muncy.
Yep.
Like this team is ready to compete. This team is going to be ready to go. I remember like back in the day, it was like this was at least about 3-4 years before they actually did it, but it was like Houston Astros, some World Series champs. That's what I feel about this team. This team has every bit of potential that can win a World Series. It just sucks that they ain't doing it in Oakland. That's the
Yeah.
only thing. That because it says right here on Baseball Prospectus, they got them at 77 wins. I think they're gonna be more than that. I think, like you said, they're gonna be at the 80 mark, but they got them as Sacramento A's. The funny story about that is they can't go as both the Sacramento A's or the Las Vegas A's because they haven't really had much time in those markets to basically say it, and because the name is so ambiguous, they can't really get a trademark for it. So as of right now, they are just the Athletics as far as on base MLB.com and others, but they are in Sacramento. They're playing in a minor league ballpark in Sacramento because they're supposed to be waiting on their ballpark in Vegas, which I think is still happening, to basically
I think
get
it
built.
happens.
But but they don't have the trademark. So they can't really do shit right now. But granted, it could happen soon. It could happen
I
tomorrow,
think in the
but
next few years,
it's
I
funny.
want to be on a flight going watch the Las Vegas A's say that they're going to be a playoff team, and I want to be in a game during the season watching them probably win and beat somebody. And I'm going to be there to tell myself, I told you so. I told you that this team was going to pan out. I told you that it was going to pan out, because I feel like this is a team that's going to pan out, because they just have to fix pitching. They have.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we talk about this all the time about player development and holding on to what you need to hold on whenever talent rears its head. We need to figure out how to keep it and hone it and say, this is ours.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to try to hold on to this, and hopefully it doesn't walk away from me.
Hold on.
I think that that's what they can do with the Athletics. If they do that, and I'm telling you, Rob, they get a ballpark in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And we know Vegas has lots of stuff, and the population is there.
Way too much, way too much right now.
But the people go to it, though. The people go to it. And you add baseball, the only thing they're going to be missing now is an NBA team. That's it.
I don't think they need that. Honestly, I think they don't need any more teams. I don't even think they need an MLB team. I think they're good because they have WNBA with the Aces, and the Aces have basically been winning championships and doing a lot of things there. They already got hockey there. They already got football there. I don't think they need shit else. I think
that it's the Vegas rub, though, Rob. And look, what I mean by that is, what if, and I'm just speaking hypothetically here, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Aces have won championships, okay?
Right.
Now I ain't saying the Raiders gonna win the championship, but what if the A's were to get a ballpark there, and in the next couple of years we're saying they win one or they're really close, and it's kind of the little, you know it kind of rubs off, and they're competitive in their respective sports, even hockey. Vegas is one of those areas, like you said, it is flooded with a lot of things, but for some reason the public goes there. Like the public supports it, and I think it supports it because it's so much crap there. And I thought about it. I thought about this one day. I want you to think about it. If you were in Vegas and you knew that I could literally go to every sport because I live in Vegas, I think I'd be one of those people who's there. I'd be popping up everywhere. He'd be like, you can't look you. Well, hold on. I ain't gonna say I'm be at the Raiders game, but you might catch me at the Aces. You might catch me at the A's. You might catch me at a Knights hockey game. Well, Golden Knights. I ain't just gonna call y'all because y'all are Golden Knights. Goddamn it. You might catch me at a Knights. I'll be everywhere. I'll be like, I'm here. I might be everywhere, and I might be enjoying it, especially if they're competitive. And I think that the A's are a team that in the next couple of years, they get this thing going. They get that ballpark out there in Vegas. I think Vegas is going to be even more cracking now that they got the spear. They got to fix the Raiders. I don't know what they're going to do about the Raiders. But everything else, it could be on and cracking out there. It could be on and cracking. And Vegas might be one of them spots, man. It just the spear. We could potentially have the A's cracking. The Aces are cracking. Hell, we just gotta fix the Raiders.
Yeah, which I think with Mendoza basically probably being number one pick, I think that could be the thing. It's just that, it depends. Because they got, Genty and Brock Bowers, and then they add another receiver or something like that to it. I think they could be fine. They got a lot of cap room. They got a shitload of cap room.
I'm telling you, Vegas might have it cracking here in the next few years, man.
They might be the ones to get AJ Brown.
You never know. Because look, what do we always say? If you get a quarterback, you need to pair him with a wide receiver. Mm-hmm. You need to get him a wide receiver. They could get an AJ Brown out there with Mendoza, and you got another wide receiver. You got a running back now. You might have something. I think they only won 7 games this year, something like that, or 4 games this year. How many games they won? 3.
The Raiders.
My bad, 3.
You was giving them all the credit.
Boy, I sure was, but hell, you never know. They might turn. That's another team that could turn the corner because they had a lot of tight games. Broncos 10-7, Jaguars 30-29. Texans 23-21. They were kind of right there in a lot of games. They were right there. You never know. They get enough pieces, they might turn the corner and go from 3 to 10 or something like that. Like I said, you never know. Vegas might have it cracking here in the next few years. Baseball, basketball, women's basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey, I might have a Golden Knights jersey, a Edge jersey. You're gonna be like, you live in Vegas now, man. I just parlay out there.
Right. Like
Yeah,
I just around,
yeah, I
I
just be
live it.
out there, bro.
I catch that vibe whenever I can.
Yeah, I catch the vibe out there without I'm out there. But now, with all that being said, Rob, how do you feel about MLB players?
So okay. So actually, the fact that we didn't have a show last week kind of cooled me down a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I think y'all lucky because I was about to like spit fire into every digital orifice you got. But if y'all didn't hear about this, MLB basically got a partnership with this company called Genies to basically make these AI avatars of players to basically interact with fans and all this kind of shit. And the thing about it is, so here's my thing, like. I have been for years saying that MLB players need to do more. And the reason why I say that is because the thing about what MLB players are, nobody knows who these people are. And we live in
Yes.
an age where you can basically be known. So like Brent Rooker, for example, I know him even when the Athletics were not good. Like I knew him because he had a great social media presence, great follow, on that other site, that X site or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he has been a great like advocate for the game. Joey Votto is another guy now retired. He's going to be on the new NBC coverage for MLB. Like he has a great social media presence. Granted, it took a while, but he ended up doing it. The thing about what I'm mad about is that artificial intelligence, you guys seen it with data centers and what they're doing with really our communities, and
Mm-hmm.
that's where these data centers are. It's like they're fucking up the earth. Period. Dot. Adding more when you basically have these things that are what I see as wasteful when it comes to AI, when it comes to basically artificial intelligence character that you don't really know how it's going to act. You see people with Chat GPT telling them to basically go kill himself. Um, you basically have things like that. So when
Yes.
it comes to basically these AI agents or AI characters that are going to be made from MLB likenesses, I fucking hate it. And the reason why is because MLB players do. Y'all play a game and y'all stop. Y'all play a game and y'all stop. Y'all play a game and y'all stop. What the fuck else you doing? You can't basically go out and interact with fans. You need a fucking AI agent to basically go interact with fans for you. You don't know how to basically speak to people. You're not a human yourself. That basically you can go out and show yourself as a media presence. Y'all always in the fucking clubhouse on your phones anyway. Why don't you go do something with your fucking life? All right. You don't need an AI agent basically to act as your surrogate, just so basically it could be interesting. And I'm looking at it like they made some kind of deal with the folks and everything like that, and all this kind of shit. But I'm like looking at, I'm like, you can be this. This does not have to be you. You are losing when you basically are making shit like that. Motherfuckers are not going to go to your little AI bot. Like they already don't know care who you are. So why would they go to an AI bot that's supposed to be like you? And that's not counting when this fucking AI bot basically does some shit and basically now throws up a Nazi salute because it basically is like, oh, your name sounds German. It's like they gonna do some shit
Exactly.
like that. So why are you basically giving your autonomy, your human autonomy, over to a motherfucking bot? That's the part that if you're gonna basically do anything, hire somebody to be interesting for you. There's plenty. Thank you. There's plenty of motherfuckers out here in this world that are great follows that basically can be your social media team. We've seen it with the Atlanta Hawks. We've seen it with the Sacramento Kings. We've seen it with the LA Chargers. I'm about to call them. They've been in LA for like a damn near a decade. I was about to call them San Diego Chargers. The LA Chargers social media teams basically have people out there waiting on your call. Call them now to basically be your advocate, be your surrogate. And yet y'all want to go to fucking AI, fucking cheap out. It's a fucking cheap out. Go and actually hire it. Help the economy. Help the economy. You got the money. Help the economy basically and have somebody be your motherfucking bot. If you really need it like that. Because the thing about it is doing this whole, oh well, you were just gonna basically have an AI bot be us. No, man, that's bullshit. You can be your fucking self. And if you can't be yourself, hire somebody to be you. All right. That's what you need to do. If you need somebody to make your ass interesting, there's plenty of people that are out there that are wearing shirts with motherfucking screen characters on them and LSU. Plenty of people out there to basically make your ass interesting. But yet you want to go to fucking AI. Bullshit. Okay. Bullshit. You can basically make a change and you can actually be a help instead of being a hurt. And that's what I don't like. I don't fuck with it. And like I said, I was about to scream at you motherfuckers last week. So you better be lucky. The motherfucking stars helped y'all ass because I was about to spit all the motherfucking venom at you motherfuckers for being fucking lazy. Fucking lazy and wasteful.
Yeah.
Come on, MLB players. Be better.
I'll tell you right now, MLB, you make billions of dollars. Look, there's a guy named right here, Price, and another guy named Rob. I don't know if we'd be able to get the other guy, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if you told us you'll pay us $200,000 a season, well $200,000 a year and cover our flights, we'll go sit down in places and interview stars and potential stars of the MLB and have questions.
All the cool shit.
And we'll run 30 minutes an hour, and you can broadcast us on MLB TV. You can have us on YouTube, and I promise you, whenever people begin to see these people's personalities, it'll pull in even more viewers. Because the one thing we don't know is if you don't go in depth and try to like interact with these guys, we don't know their personalities. And I'm telling you, personalities, and I said it before, and the WNBA apparently was listening. Personalities are going to get you more people in seats than anything. Because guess what? We want to know who they are. I want to know what my favorite player likes. I want to know what he's into. Does he play video games? We know Nikola Jokic plays video games. He loves CS:GO.
He loves horses.
He loves
Jokic.
We
love
know
horses.
these things about these guys.
Like,
we don't know enough about our favorite MLB players. And I promise you, if you do that, you're going to be able to put partnerships with other things that these guys like, and it's going to go crazy. You look, those numbers are going to continue to boost. Because people are going to fall in love more with the person that they know. Always remember that. They fall in love with the people that they begin to know. That's all they want. And I'm just saying, $200,000 a year, me and Rob, you go out flights and stuff, we'll do this. You know, $200,000.
I'm an interesting motherfucker. He's an interesting motherfucker. How don't you basically make that happen?
Both of us on the show with your favorite MLB player.
We literally just talked. We literally just gave what AL West is supposed to be, and I think did it in a pretty nice fashion with Janet Jackson's titty right there. You see Janet Jackson's titty? It is right there.
You go.
Okay, right there.
Right there.
All right. You could have that. That could be you. Okay.
Just saying, we could be out there doing the damn thing for y'all. We got this. And I'm pretty sure we're cheaper than the AI bot. I'm pretty sure
or Janet Jackson's titty. Or Janet Jackson's titty. I don't know.
Don't know. But we have to talk a little NBA because it's All-Star Weekend.
It sure damn is.
Why not? Probably the most uninteresting All-Star Weekend of the major sports.
God.
But yeah,
actually, Pro Bowl is right up there.
Oh yeah. I'd say Pro Bowl is number one, and then this.
Yeah, but the fact that think about how much the NBA All-Star Game has dropped. Remember, we used to look forward to that shit. It used to be like, oh man, who gonna be in the slam dunk contest? Who gonna be in the 3-point contest? I don't think anybody knows. The only time that the 3-point contest I thought about it is because I saw that Dame is supposed to be in it. Yeah. And that's fucking nuts.
Dame said, I've been at home trying to recover. And you want me to shoot 33s? Well, 25 actually. 25.
But that's what he's supposed to do. And I'm like, how? Because he's got to run to each thing. Like but that part about that is like, I don't understand it because he's got to run and jump to each thing.
He may be doing shooting and stuff right now, by now. So I could maybe see him being able to compete in the 3-point contest.
But I guess for me, it's like I don't even see the point of why. Because think about it, he tore it. What he tore his Achilles what last May ish.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So like you're talking about maybe about you're talking about 9 months of recovery at this point. Which yeah, it might be to where he might be healed to a degree, or I don't know because I know they got the new Achilles surgery, which is like it's a little bit different or whatever, and I don't know how much he tore it, whatever, but it was enough.
So I'll say this: we did have the first night last night. Team Vince won. Um, I'm gonna say this. Well, what are you about to say, Rob?
I'm oh, you know what now because I talk too much. You say it first.
Am I look? Am I against this? Uh, I don't know how I feel about this 25-point thing. Now, the more interesting thing to me was the fact that Taco Fall was out there on Team Giannis.
Yeah, the celeb
Catching
game.
alive, yeah, in the celebrity game. That was one of the more interesting things to me last night. Maybe I'm just,
I about to say you didn't see the Rising Stars game.
yeah, I did see the Rising Star game.
Okay.
It was nice. It was nice, but I don't know. I'm somewhere torn on this 25-point format in a way. It's okay, you know.
The only thing my issue with it was I wish it was more because the thing about it is I love the Rising Stars game.
Yeah,
I thought
the young
the
dudes
Rising
usually play.
the right not I would say not as much. Like the years that I've seen, or at least the years that I've watched the Rising Stars game, it seemed like they were just throwing the ball out there and just going or whatever. It didn't seem like it was that competitive in prior years. This year, it's those boys was
Yeah,
hooping.
but I feel like you have that competitive class of young dudes this year that are on a
Yeah,
they're because I don't know if people realize if you're paying attention to the NBA, you have a lot of guys that have shown rookie of the year potential, whether it be Canupo,
hmm
whether it be Edgecombe.
hmm
It's got Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag is like number. To me that's my rookie.
yeah. That's the runaway.
Yeah,
That's the runaway
to
right
me,
now.
but it's a lot of guys that are in that rookie class that I'm like, oh yeah, these guys they came to play. You know,
Hey,
they literally came.
VJ Edgecombe was playing like All-Star game Kobe, dog. That man
Yes,
was like, I'm going to get the MVP. You are not going to stop me from getting the MVP. And he ended up getting the
yeah,
Rising Stars MVP, and he deserved it. That man was out there balling and hustling on his motherfucking day off. Like that
yeah,
man was out there. Like I loved it. I love watching that. Like that was the effort that we want to see on
yeah.
Sunday. And I don't know if we gonna see it on Sunday, but that was the
Uh,
effort that we want to see. Hell, we want to see it on Saturday. But to be honest, like uh, I'm thinking about not watching.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Rob. I'm kind of with you. I'm thinking about skipping Sunday. I think I'm gonna watch tonight. I'm on the fence of skipping Sunday due to the fact of I don't want to sour the good taste that I'm having right now from last night and possibly tonight. I don't want to sour it if Sunday just goes. Ooh, is that ooh? Cause see, I know how I'm gonna be. If Sunday goes wrong, I'm gonna be ooh, you dirty mother. Ooh, you. I'm gonna be like ooh, if I ever catch you, because it has the potential this week. Now, I'll say this: I don't know if Kevin Durant is setting us up for the crossover because he said, "Hey, you ask those guys on the world team if they gonna play,"
Oh,
and
that man was spicy.
and I'm like, are you
Yeah.
guys gonna play?
That man was like, nah, you ain't gonna just question us. He was like, hey, look, yeah, because the names he specifically invoked was
Yes,
Jokic and Jokic and Luca. And he was like, you ain't gonna talk about them not hustling. Because the thing was, he was right.
yes,
He had very
yes.
salient points about it because he was like, hey, look, those motherfuckers be playing around too. You gonna ask them about putting in effort? So you gonna ask me? You gonna say it's the old guys here that's not gonna be putting in effort? It's like, no, you got to talk to the young boys too. Talk to those white boys too about how they gonna basically play. because they be motherfucking shooting in half court, one legged shots, in the fucking game too. So
Now I'm gonna
what you gonna
say
do about
this.
that?
Now I'm gonna say this. Them there's fighting words to me. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
now Luka is hurt, but if I'm Jokic, I'm like, all right, I might have to go out here and show out a little bit, show you what's cracking around here, because you just ain't gonna talk about me like this. At least that's what's going through my mind. If I'm Jokic, I'm like, nah, buddy, we ain't about to have this today. You ain't about to question my effort, because I feel
Right.
like he is one of those guys that we say he's. Look, Jokic looks like if you watched him, you'd say, I can beat this dude if I saw. But then in reality, you're not whipping him. he's gonna he's gonna mess you up in the YMCA league till he 45, all right? Because he's still gonna be playing the exact same way, and it's not gonna matter. But I think that if if everybody comes to play,
Mm-hmm.
potentially this could be a very interesting all-star game. Okay,
Yes.
it could potentially be a very interesting all-star game. Now tonight, I
Hmm.
think that we're going to see a lot of I think this is going to be I'll say this. The 3-point competition is the most interesting thing name wise to me,
Yeah.
because you got a rookie out there, you
Mm-hmm.
got some older guys, you got some guys who didn't want it, and then you got a total oddball in Bobby Portis out there. Like I don't know why. In the words of The Rock, why in the blue hell is Bobby Portis competing in the 3-point competition? It's like,
Why
okay.
not, buddy?
Now, with that said, if he wins this, I just want to throw this out there for anybody who's gambling. Bobby Portis's odds are so goddamn long right now on it. You can throw damn near $1, and I think almost make like $80, $90 off $1. The odds is so long, so it might be worth that. I'm gonna throw $1 at this type thing just in case it happens.
Honestly, let me look up Bobby Portis' stats though, because like honestly, I think what they should do, because they did it a while, they did it years prior, like having like a big man versus a guard and everything like that. They should basically line up some of the worst 3-point shooters and some of the best 3 points, which Bobby Portis 45% from behind the line.
Yes,
So he ain't bad.
nah,
Like
he
so
ain't
so
bad.
even so I mean, granted, this is on how many a game? 4 a game, 4 attempts a game. So that's not
Yeah,
bad. So he's this. So even though we question is like it might not be bad,
yeah,
but what I would say is I think they should line up some of the worst 3-point shooters in the league and basically have like you can like instead of it being like okay, well you got to be 7 foot and over to basically be in some of these contests. I think you got to basically have like all right, here's the people that shoot above 40%, and here's the people that just shoot below 35%, and basically have them duke it out and like see basically who wins. Because I think that's one of the more interesting things. So like say if you have like a Steph that shoots 40, 42, 45% from the field from the 3-point line every year, and then
mm,
you got a fucking let's say Ja Morant, for example, like that shoots like 30 something percent from the 3-point line. I think that's a better, more fun, interesting composition than like having the best 3-point shooters. Like
yeah,
how good can you be when, or how bad can you be, or something like that? Just something that where it's more spiced up, like maybe that person that shoots below like 35% gets spotted a couple, like something like that. Like
yeah.
I think
I could
that
see that.
that would be interesting to me.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. But I feel like this is tonight is gonna be the most interesting night. Okay, because
Yes.
because of everything that's happening. Because you're gonna have like the different competitions tonight. You're gonna have slam dunk, which I think Jackson Hayes might win, because I don't. Some of the other
Mm,
guys that they have in there, I'm like, I don't know if any of you can. I've seen some of the highlights or something. I'm like, okay, you're not really dunking like that. Uh,
mm,
so Jackson Hayes is my eye favorite for sure. Uh, the 3-point competition. that's the one. Like I said, that's the one that has me want to watch the most because it's like okay, it's names up here like Booker is up there, Dame is up there,
Mm-hmm.
Canupo is up there. And like I said, Bobby Ford is Jamal Murray, who's shooting like 44, 45, down to 45% from three
And made his
this
first
year.
All Star game.
Yeah, and made his first All Star game. Maybe he has that fire up under him saying, hey, I'm going to win this. Because, look, they recognize, which is crazy because a few years ago, whenever they won that championship, I thought he would have been an All Star then, and he wasn't. And
Yeah,
he had a really good year that year. And it's like he didn't make an All Star that year, but he made it this year. And I'm like, okay, okay, okay.
right.
But it's gonna be something tonight, and I don't want Sunday to ruin the taste in my mouth. If this is really, really, really good tonight, like if this just adds on, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah. Now it is some people. I saw some people saying that they picking Dame to win like 3-point competition. And I'm like, oh, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
But then you also have like the shooting star teams, which I don't know if you paying attention to that. I'll kind of throw these out here for you. So you got 4 shooting star teams. You got team All Star, Team Cameron, Team Harper, and
Mm-hmm.
Team Knicks, which um, Team All Star is Scotty Barnes, Chet Holmgren, and Richard Hamilton. And then
Oh,
yeah,
Rip,
Rip's gonna be out there. Rip's gonna be out there, and then Team Cameron. Yeah, Team Cameron is gonna be Jalen Johnson, Con Canuple, Corey Maggette. Team Harper, Dylan Harper, Ron Harper Jr., Ron Harper.
that one I did know about. Like I remember hearing about that one. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I do want to see that.
And then Team Knicks is gonna be Brunson, Cat, and Allen Houston. Which I haven't seen Allen Houston's name in a while, which kind of
I
makes it
mean,
giddy to see
nigga,
him.
like the yeah, shit.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. But see, this is why Sunday can't fuck up.
yeah,
See, this is why Sunday can't fuck up.
yeah. That is gonna be that does sound dope. To be honest.
That's why I'm telling you, I can't. This is what makes me feel like if this is as good as I think it can be, I don't need Sunday to be bad because then I'm gonna say, okay, you had 2 really good nights and then a bad night.
Right.
Because then I'm gonna be like, okay, get rid of that damn game.
Yeah.
Then that's gonna be my next crusade. Which I saw
That
people
ain't
hollering
happening.
about the dunk contest, but I feel like it's other things that you can do with the dunk contest. But you got the dunk contest: Carter Bryant, Jackson Hayes, Keshad Johnson, Jace Richardson. My hands on favorite. I'm thinking Jackson Hayes is gonna win. The 3 to me tonight is gonna be a very solid night.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna go Carter Bryant just because I because he showed out in the Rising Stars game yesterday. To be honest,
I
but
can see that. He's the second person that I can maybe see, but that's one that's
so
very
so
whatever.
so may I interest you? So like just to go along with my idea about having the worst 3-point shooters basically have a contest.
Hmm.
So could I interest you in this in this 3-point shootout? Alfred Sengun,
Hmm.
Amen Thompson,
Hmm.
Stephon Castle,
Hmm.
and this is all people that shoot under 30%. So this is 3. Uh let me see, who do I just miss? Nick Claxton,
Hmm.
Derek Queen, your
Hmm.
boy, Rudy Gobert.
Hmm.
Let's go. Let's go. Jonas Valanciunas,
Hmm.
and then we'll end it out with 2 names. Let's go Daniel Gaff. No, no. Let's go. No, not him. Let's go Mitchell Robinson,
Oh my god.
and
Yeah.
then we'll go Jared Allen.
Okay,
How about that?
that would be an interesting under 35% thing
No,
to
this.
see.
Yeah. Like think about just think on that one.
Yeah, that would be interesting to watch an under 35% 3-point contest. Only because some of those big men, Mitchell Robinson and Rudy Gobert shooting threes, it's just comical in my head. That
And that's what
is
I'm
comical.
saying. I'm saying I think this would be a much better idea. Like if they do, say the slam dunk contest fails, this is I think what should go in its place. Like I'd much rather see this than basically people basically bullshit on a slam dunk contest where I think we've all lost the plot. To be completely honest.
I have one more idea for the slam dunk contest, and that's only because they have professional dunking shows. I'll
Mm-hmm.
say this, and I want to say I said this a few years ago, either on the podcast or I might have said it last year. I still say get 4 professional dunkers because NBA guys don't have time to make dunks. They playing NBA games. Play
Right.
82. Um, during All Star Weekend, had them team up with a professional dunker. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and they can either help them create dunks or let's say this. Let's say once around you can have a professional. Well, let's say one time during the competition you can have a professional dunker do a dunk for you.
Okay.
Just something different. Just something different. And I know there's some people saying that people will never be satisfied, but I think at some point the professional dunkers are going to have to come into play for the All Star competition because they do this. They're in the lab 24/7 cooking up stuff.
Right.
So some of the NBA people may not be able to exactly replicate what they do, or maybe they
Mm-hmm.
can get close, or maybe they can do it. We don't know, but it needs to be said that they need to have some sort of involvement in this because they've actually had dunking shows that have done this. Just put them on the bigger stage now. Give
Right.
them that bigger stage because I'm gonna say this: Matt McClung won that thing 3 times. Okay, he's still fighting for his life to get an NBA contract.
That man is in and out. Like, to be honest, this is the only time of year that he actually does get work because, like, some people just be out or whatever, and it's like, ooh, time and a half, shit. All right, bet.
Yeah, there
Like, I
you
think
go.
he's on. I think he's on the Bulls roster right now.
I think he is. I
Yeah.
want to say he is on the Bulls roster, but and I'll be honest, he isn't getting any play. But the Bulls got a 5'8" Yuki Kawamaru is how I want to say
Mhm.
his name. I've seen him get playing time,
Yeah.
and he's literally like 5'7". Damn, I was giving you an inch in height. I thought he was 5'8". He's 5'7". He's 159 pounds, and they let him get out there and play.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you can let Matt McClung get a little time. You can let him get a little time, which he
He'll
which he
run.
did the other day. He did the other day. He played
Yeah.
he played the
Yeah.
other night.
Yeah. Against what you call
Toronto.
the
Yeah,
Raptors. Yeah.
yeah. But he hadn't played in the NBA since freaking November and October. Since that, so
I'm
let
looking
them
at
in.
Yuki Kawamaro. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't realize he was 5'7".
5'7", bro. I thought he was 5'8". I swear one night I heard him announce him as 5'8", and I was like, he's 5'8". I was like, damn. I was like, he's down there, and then he was like 5'7", and I was like, come on now, we getting we getting into
So we got a
Earl.
new Earl Boykins. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about
yeah,
to
we
say.
getting into Earl Boykins territory now. Okay.
Shout out to Earl Boykins, Short
Yeah,
King.
yeah. Shout out to Earl Boykins. Earl Boykins actually had a pretty long career in the NBA, and I
Mhm.
think people don't realize that Earl Boykins had a pretty
Yeah, he
decently long career.
13 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
At that height. At 5'5".
Yeah, 5'5", 135.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what I was in high school. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Earl Boykins was there. And here's the thing. He had at one point in his career, he was averaging 15 points a game in Denver when he was in Denver. Earl Boykins was there.
He was hooping. Yeah.
Yeah, he was 5 for 5. I'm just saying, either Matt McClung need more basics or something going on because he can be right there. He's at least 6'2". He's at least 6'2". Yeah, get that man a chance. Give him a chance. But I think we may have a pretty decent All Star weekend, Rob. I think we may
Yeah,
have a pretty decent
it,
All
it
Star
might be
weekend.
all right.
Like I said, I just don't want I just don't want Sunday to ruin it for me. Like I think if we have a really good night tonight, I might watch Sunday like this. Just I might get my LeBron on when he's on the ground. Yeah, peep at just be like, please don't miss this. That's all I can hope for. That's really all I can hope for. But we do have one more thing I see that we have on the topic list before we get up out of here, and it's at this point why NBA players can't take HGH. You know what? I'm with it, bro. Just look. Let's keep them here as long as we keep it. For some of them,
Something.
yeah. Or better yet, you know what we need to have? Let's have a HGH age, and then you can have this. Let's say you make it
Like
36.
like you just apply for it.
Yeah.
You know. But
35,
that's what
35, 36, we let you have this.
I mean, that was the idea for designated immortals. You know, just like basically people that you know is gonna be lightning rods for the league. Just keep them up, keep them steady, like a Steph, like a LeBron, something like a KD, somebody that basically people could point to and say that's the bad guy. Like just a designated immortal. You know,
Tell them, look, we'll let you have it from 35 to 40, which would be
yeah,
crazy work. Because I could imagine Steph playing like he's like early 30s again, but see for
man, man. But no, man. Like the thing about it is, it does seem like and granted, I am not a scientist in any kind of way. I'm not a biologist in any kind of way, but it seems like the wear and tear from what these guys have basically been going through, from them playing AAU ball to some of the international people like Luca basically playing in professional leagues since they were 16. Like I think there's something to go with the wear and tear that these guys have been having. That's why they can't really play back to backs or
yeah,
whatever it is. But it may just be these. It could be something else. But it seems like these guys can't really handle the rigors of professional basketball. Like at least playing say 70 more than 70 games in a season. Like all these cats seem like they sit out so goddamn much. It seems like nobody really can hold up in a whole season. So it's like, yeah, man, just let them take some drugs. Like let them take something that keeps their body going, because it might be that the elongated bodies of these people, these very much above average human beings, may not be able to stand or withstand the amount of pressure and amount of stuff that goes with the NBA season. Or it might just be people are too hyper analytical of the bodies, like kind of how it is with pitchers and pitch counts. Whereas,
yeah,
back in the day, these cats were throwing a ton and doing so much. And now they basically get to the majors and, their bodies, because it's like, hey, we can't throw you that often, or we want your body to last longer. It's just that, okay, we're going to be hyper focused, and they still get hurt. Like you get the hard flamethrower still getting Tommy John surgeries as a rite of passage. So it just might be to where, yeah, the long bodies might need some level of scientific help that's a little
yeah.
bit more than just supplements. They need drugs
Or some
or
sort of
stem cells.
yeah, stem cells, HGH therapy, give them something.
Yeah.
Just let us get this. Let them get that. Let them get them a little something, something.
Yeah.
Let them get them a little something, something to help them out. Now, I don't know, Robert. I think we can. I think we covered a lot of stuff. We covered
Man.
a lot. Covered a lot.
I think we did it pretty quick. Like I think we did it. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Look,
did.
I don't. I'm not, my arms are too short to pat my back, but I'll try to really get back there and say like, man, we did a hell of a show.
Yeah, we did a hell of a
Like,
show.
we got a lot of
And
good
did it
shit and a
while
lot of
our
good
other
shit
bro was on
quickly.
consignment.
Yeah, yeah. Like the assignment might be it's Valentine's Day. The assignment might be clapping of cheeks, but the thing about it is he's out on assignment right now. Okay, that's all you guys need to know. So we wish BC well, and just stretch beforehand.
Look, we love what we do. We need you guys to, just like, subscribe, tell your people about us. Go ahead, just give us the shout outs. Subscribe. let everybody know what we here doing at Bro Migos podcast. Just let everybody know what we doing. And then we got the Bro Migos podcast live where we at now. And then we got clips on another page. And sometimes we throw other random videos up there for you guys to see. And we love doing it all. We love doing it all. Anything you want to say before we get about it, Rob?
Good night, Canada. Good night, Taylor Swift. Happy Valentine's Day. Love people. Be good to people. Hopefully you had your Valentines. Be good to them. Take them out. Do all that good shit. But we out. Love y'all. Love doing this for y'all.
We're out of here.